Hey, check out the Mikey Justice Show live this Wednesday from 7:30 to 8:30 Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. Yep, it's the first of the month. And if you watch my show, you know on the first of the month, we turn up. Election coming up. What should I vote? Should I vote Democrat or Republican? You call in and you tell me. Just keep it clean and respectable. We also going to tackle the GOAT debate. Who is your GOAT, MJ or LeBron? Yep. So check me out, the Mikey Justice Show, live this Wednesday night, 7:30 to 8:30 Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. It's the first of the month. You don't want to miss it.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida.
I'm in 6th grade, and it can be scary
There have been about
sometimes.
380 school shootings.
I appreciate you talking to our community about this.
Now's the time. Get ready for the People's Podcast, the Mikey Justice Show. Y'all ready? I'm ready.
All right.
You don't want to miss it. There was a man that went by Mike. You like night shows. And so many people wouldn't be bad. They have to be good. And what the youth is avoid because they've been misled.
Today I am announcing charges against the shooter's parents.
I had a 6th grader call. This is what she said.
And I really agree with your point of view.
The Mikey Justice Show starts now. All right. Bam. We are live. Let me see what today is. Y'all know what today is. It's the first of the month. 5/1/2024. The Mikey Justice Show. Thank everybody that's joining us, y'all. I was running a little tardy, so everybody was trying to hit me up that wanted orders or had a little something they wanted to say to me. If I missed it, it's just because I was a little busy today. That food truck been taking off like crazy. I've been making people them fat plates, and they've been posting it, so people been calling, and they've been getting that good food. So
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. I mean, you know, that's what I signed up for, my brother. So I'm all good for it. And then anybody that ain't watching, that's watching my show for the first time, that's my main man over there, Phil.
What's up,
He
everybody?
just helped me navigate through the show. Give me somebody to talk to, because some of y'all be acting funny. Y'all don't like calling in, so. I don't be wanting to look stupid like I'm just sitting here talking to myself. So I raps to my man, and we try to get y'all hour or something good. But as we said before, it's the first of the month.
Wake up.
Yes, sir. Hey, everybody be on that, man. I was watching CBS this morning, with Nate and Gail and all them.
Yeah.
Oh, Vladimir was breaking it down. They was playing this the first of the month, boy. I said, hey, people don't understand that. I said, if I don't know nothing else, brother, it's 12 holidays in a year. 12 first of the month, boy. Because it be a whole different demo. Everybody and their mama be out.
Yeah.
Everybody be feeling good. You hear me?
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my
I don't
pocket.
understand. There's just a few things in this world, man, that make people calm down and act like they got sense sometimes. You hear me?
Yeah.
Money. Make people, for some strange reason, act like they got sense. You hear me? And represent a little different. A haircut does that for a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
You hear me? And marijuana. If you got some money, your head look right, and you got something to puff on, you
shouldn't
usually
be beefing with
Hey,
nobody.
man, you don't have a care in the world. You living your best life, my brother. Like I said, man, this is the Mikey Justice Show, man. I thank everybody for watching. You know how we do it, man. Shout out to them Sumner Bulldogs, them Classical Junior Academy Cougars. Yeah, and to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, the bravest group of kids that I ever saw in my life. So I always shout them peoples out right there. And as always, man, y'all know this the first of the month. We try to go hard any other day, but this today we lighten up, clown, and do pretty much what we want to do. So expect anything, you know what I'm saying? You might live to see half of my crack hanging out. Y'all might see anything today, y'all. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to have a little fun today, y'all. Just keep it real light. Man, what's going on around here, man? I like to keep it local first,
Yeah.
They say it takes a village, so I like to start in my community and then build my way on out to try to build this old village. So news we can use from the crib, bro.
Yeah.
Man, far as local news, man, they started a fundraiser for the young lady that got jumped or was involved in the fight at the McDonald's.
Yeah, I saw that.
What you think about that, man? Well, first, I thought that I think it's a good gesture, you know what I'm saying? And it, you know, they know that it wasn't right, and I think with all the school fights and all the stuff going on and people getting hurt, man, I don't know if it played a little bit of part in there with making them a little bit more understanding and a little more compassionate towards this young lady, man. I feel like it was the right thing to do, but you know how it go, man. Is that a whole, you know, like hush money saving face type thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their motivations is, but I know it can help her.
And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, you know, you don't really want to publicize stuff like that, but at the same time, you know, how would you get people to raise money? You want to get as many people as, you know, so they go both ways, man.
Yeah.
I hate that social media because you can never tell. You hear me? It's no different than somebody on the corner begging you for money, man. You don't know whether or not, you know, if it's, you know, so I guess you got to get past that. And if you're able to do it, you just do it. You know what I'm saying? And just hope that it's all for the right reason.
Right.
Man, I got to tripping off my job, man, how much it used to be so much bickering and fighting amongst the other employees and everything else. This whole country and everywhere else, man. I'd be like, you know what? When it ain't no love in our bro, it's always going to break down. No foundation, no structure, no nothing. You hear me?
Right.
I was talking to my mom. I was like, man, because we was having this discussion about the way things have been going. Like, did we have any idea that stuff was going to start blowing up and getting to this point? And I told her, I said, I think, honestly, we both was right there on it and thinking that's what it was. I told her before, I don't know if we were ready if or the people that were around us was really for what would come with those type of lifestyles, man. But I think all of this stuff right here is just stuff we kept in the pocket. So when that other stuff broke down, we still had an ace in the hole, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
You hear me? But I was just really blowing her mind with the conversation, man, and telling her, I said, that's why I chose to start, you know, addressing you as my brother. You hear me?
Right.
Because I noticed over the years and of my 35, 40 years of knowing you, man, sometimes friendships break down.
Right.
Family is forever. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I know that all of those people that we used to roll with, and it's not all of them, so don't get it twisted. I know it's some of them watching, and you know, sometimes they think that we sending subliminal messages and shooting at people. No, because it's the difference. All my brothers know that they my brothers. You hear me?
Yeah.
And all my associates and friends, it is what it is. Let the chips fall where they may. But like I said, man, a lot of those people that we had those supposed to be unbreakable bonds and friendships, now that we lived a little bit, we see that it's not exactly what they said it was going to be. You hear me? Yeah. So I've come to realize that regardless of anything, people going their separate way with their life, getting older and things changing, man, sometimes friendships and just relationships itself tend to break down, but family is forever. Yeah. So I was telling everybody, I said, we stopped all that tit for tat and all that when we stopped saying, you know, your bestie and all those old other titles, you know what I'm saying? Because your brother, you love him unconditionally. Yeah. You hear me? I already made, you know, made it be known on this show, my brother was born with cerebral palsy. I got one brother. Dude, when they used to use the word, those people are special, it took me a lot of growing to understand how special they were. You hear me? Yeah. So instead of always trying to do everything to make people like me and not trip so much about his disabilities and his faults, I just started accepting him as my brother, and that made our relationship a lot better because I got to just enjoy him being my brother. You hear me? Because I got a lot of people that claim to be, but I only got one biological brother. You hear me? So I got one brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've acquired some over the years, brothers from different mothers. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that's what I said. You treat people different, man. When you say friends and all that, you always got your defense up because you always still got that they might get me and nobody wants to get got. You hear me? The same thing in a relationship. You hear me? I tried to tell my lady, like, for a long time, we had a little bit of misunderstanding. I'm like, babe, understand where I'm going with this. Sometimes when I be trying to, you know, she think I'm trying to cut her off or shut it down. And I be telling her, no, it ain't even that. I'm just trying to shut it down. Right. Because we done had enough time that we should be able to communicate and we don't have to be at each other's throat all the time. Right. If we do that, we're not going to hear each other. We're not going to get nothing done. We're going to waste a whole bunch of time. Yeah. So when I got to thinking about just the world and how it work, man, my job, just the streets and everything else, man, people just don't have no love no more. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Yeah. Ain't no love, man.
The love of man is waxing cold.
So, you know, we're going to get off into that furthermore, man. But, yeah, man, I was like, man, if people understand, like, how I've been blessing people with my food truck, people calling me sometimes it's like, you know, money funny. You know, I'm like, give me what you got. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about that. Because I feel like they posting my pictures. They giving me free promotion, free advertisement. When I made the brother Jay Wise to play the fish the other day, he showed the before and after residue and bones. Crushed that thing. You hear me? Yeah. And that next day, I'm busy as that thing. You hear me?
For sure.
Shout out to all the people who came through. My nephew came through, made a $60 order. You hear me? Yeah. He want to get wants some
big,
chili
you know what I'm
fries,
saying?
some ribeye steak. He wants some mamba wings and all that good stuff, y'all. So yeah,
True to
you know, if
form.
y'all in St. Louis area, I be hating turning down people, man, because once they see it, you know what I'm saying, they be like, where you at? Where you located? So now it's like, it's so crazy because the people that was asking me before, I'd be like, well, you can get it if you in St. Louis. So now all the people that be hitting me up now, like, I am in St. Louis. Where you at? Okay, you in St. Louis. Where? I'm like, I ain't trying to get testy with you. I didn't think you was in St. Louis. I didn't think we was reaching that many people from here. Every time I look at my numbers, man, there's people in Arizona, New Mexico somewhere. So I ain't know the Lou was rocking with your boy like that. But since I know now, I appreciate you.
Right on.
Like I said, come on by, check me out. You know what I'm saying? I love Wednesday, man, because you know, the food truck and doing your own business and all that is cool, man. But I'm a humanitarian. I'm an activist. I'm a real person, man. You hear me? I was like looking at all those followers, man, and just was surprised that the majority of them were white people. I'm just hoping that once they really get a chance to see my show and see what my perspective is, I don't lose some of those people.
They ain't
You know
gonna
what I'm
put you
saying?
down.
No, bro, because, you know, I've been on all this stuff, man, with 45. I went back and forth with people over this whole GOAT debate, LeBron or MJ and all this stuff, man. And I was just surprised that some of these people, man, they are so closed-minded and they are so set in their ways. You hear me? So when people tell me that I know how to use my mouthpiece, I seen it in the flesh. Because some of those people, man, they are very hard to break down. You hear me?
Yeah.
They are very hard to break down. And I tried to tell them, I'm like, when you have a preconceived notion and you feel a certain way about something or somebody, sometimes there's nothing you can say, brother.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I done, like they say, try my damnedest to reach some people, man, get them to understand. And like, it wasn't like that. I'm trying to get you to understand something. Nope. When people on 10 and they see it a certain way, man.
Yeah.
But it's the first of the month.
Right.
So this time people on 10 for a whole different reason.
Let's get on the level.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, you know, I usually have a lot of input into all the little clips and everything that we did, man. But, you know, I didn't see when you put the Donald Duck in there and flipping the money and everything. I liked it, man. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, man. So, you know, as far as old girl, you know, with the GoFundMe, that's the only thing that I really know about on the local front. Oh, and they having the protests that been going on with all the Palestinian stuff and everything else.
Israel, Hamas, yeah.
You know what really killed me about stuff like that, man? You know, like we be saying when it's Mayday, and speaking of Mayday, you know how we be like, you see all people from St. Louis, you like, where all these people come from? I be out all the time and never see these people.
Yeah.
It's the same way, man, when they do these protests. They always talk about how short police they are and everything else, but they always have enough people to arrest hundreds of people at a time. I'm like, then you claim the jails are so crowded and everything. Where the hell you putting these 700 people that you rounded up? Bro, I was surprised that they had 700 zip ties to even tie the people up with.
Hey.
You make it
I don't
happen
know,
when you
man.
want to, don't you? and man, and on a serious tip, man, like when I saw those 3 officers that got ambushed the other day, well, it's 4 now, you hear me?
In North Carolina.
Yeah. Dang, man. I didn't even know it was North Carolina. You hear me? That just hit me as soon as you said that because that's where I know your wife is from, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, so, man, I don't like to see any officers get ambushed. And that just, you know, that just been hitting me wrong ever since the Blake Snyder situation. You know, even back with McEntee because the whole back and forth and both side type of thing.
Right.
And anybody that don't know what we're saying, it was an officer in Kirkwood who got killed by a black young man a few years ago, and they had a lot of, you know, it wasn't.
Had some history.
Yeah. And then the thing about it, you know, you had a lot of people that were torn on both sides as to how they felt about the way that they handled that situation. So I've been torn since that case, since the Blake Snyder case, Michael Flamion, you know what I'm saying, a few others, man, and especially Tamaris Bohannon. Because like I, you know, announced or whatever, acknowledged last week on the show, man, we was right there when that happened.
Right.
We were over in that area off of Grand. We was going to a place called Pizza Head during the pandemic. And I remember hearing that shot, seeing the commotion, you hear me? So it was bad enough once I heard that it was an officer. Because I don't like people getting caught up, man, when they just trying to do their job. You hear me? Because you don't have no defense against that. If you getting people like, why the police don't go mediate stuff and why they don't do this and why they don't get involved. Hey, if you're going to start shooting at me, I'm probably not gonna be the first
Right
to
on site, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what be bothering me about the Wash U and people supposed to be peacefully protesting. You hear me? They go in gung-ho when they go after those people. I be thinking, man, that they should go like that when they trying to serve those papers to people. Because how many times has it happened? You hear me? Like what's the whole purpose of having multiple police and a big presence if y'all ain't going to enforce that authority on that person?
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Because taking more people, how they do it is just making more people vulnerable to get shot and everything else.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna take it serious.
You know what I'm saying? You don't come with that same aggression with somebody that you know is a criminal, but people that's supposed to be there in an organized, structured protest, you come out guns blazing on those people. You hear me? It don't make sense. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once again, bro, like I said, they wonder why people don't get involved in all this. You hear me? One of my old co-workers, Steve, was telling me about a situation that happened at my old job and how fast the police came and they got on it and everything else. You hear me? And I was like, man, you know, yeah, sometimes they do be like that. When they really want to, you know, you have some that's in it to win it. You know, they really try to, you know, do their job the right way. But then right after that, you know, he said the guy that was causing all the trouble, walking around cursing and threatening everybody and everything else, was like, who called the effing police on me? And, you know, that guy did. And if you blah, 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 and you know, and I done expressed how they done that to me several times. You don't protect the people. Then you want people to speak up and say something. I'm just trying to, you know, make the situation better. You say you see something, say something. I'm not trying to become the victim because I opened my mouth up. You hear me? You know what I'm saying?
That's that dry snitch and not knowing how the situation worked. You know, you trying to give somebody some kudos. Yeah, that guy called the police. Huh? What are you gonna do about it? Like, nah, you don't want to do that.
Well, to me, that's that kind of energy that make people like Zimmerman and those guys in that Arbery situation think they got the right to get out here and make citizens arrest on people. You hear me? That always result in someone losing their life. You know, Rittenhouse, I'm standing my ground. You hear me? Well, no, you're a little kid. Let your mother stand your ground for you or something. You go stay in the child's place, do some homework, play some Halo or Fortnite or something. You know, and it wouldn't be 3 dead people. You hear me? And like I said, how would you would have felt if you was the one to get the bad end of that? You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
If, they called on the other end and said, yeah, your son down here, I need you to identify him.
Yeah, man. So I'll be like, you know, y'all come in, and then I heard them talking about how much that it costs per officer to get those shields and everything else, man. Like I said, you find money for everything you want. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling my mom and everything, we were talking about the $1.6 billion jackpot that it was. You hear me? We'd be like, they just gank people. Remember I said on the last show, the rich get richer because the poor stupid. I meant that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They already taxing you, and when you take the lump sum payment, you ended up with $400 and some million. Bro, when you got 1.6 and all you getting is 400, they have whacked you strong. Because like I told people, you know that 0.6 on a billion is $600 million. That 0.6 is almost $1 billion. Right. So where is all that money going? You hear me? Yeah. So if you can have $1 billion lotteries, man, the police can be protected and have the right shields. It's their job, right? Yeah. When you go to, if you a cook like I do, where every restaurant I worked at, I didn't have to bring my own spatula and broom. They provide that for you. Yeah. Uniform. You hear me? Like I said about old boy with everything your AK-47, everything you need. They gave you a 9mm gun to protect yourself. If they felt like the work that you were doing, military, you have to defend yourself against numerous people, a whole
jacket, a helmet,
militia. You know what I'm saying? A whole military.
Grenades,
so yeah, you gotta have something else, man. But when you just trying to deal with people in your community, what they say, mediate situations and be of help, you don't have to go in gun blazing like that. But when you know it's a straight up criminal, man, all that slap on the wrist is the reason why Janae Edmonds don't have no legs. You hear me? Yeah. All that taking everything too lightly, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop jumping on your little brother. You go so hard on people that you know not a threat, and the people that are, you know what I'm saying? Right. You take that lightly, and to me, the being naive is causing people their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said, my brother.
Yes, sir, man. And moving on that note, man, let's do a little bit of Mike Justice.
Do Mike Justice. No, Mike Justice.
As you know, with my name in the show, what I do, man, is just try to give people that I feel like didn't get their shine or recognition, just give them a little bit of shine. You know, you always hear people say give people their flowers while they still here. So that's my whole purpose of the Mike Justice segment. Try to give people their flowers while they're still here. Who we going with this time? Oh, Miss Parker, man. Oh, Miss Candace Parker.
All
Called it
right.
a career, man. After 16 years, WNBA. You hear me? Slam dunk champion. I know that's one that a whole bunch of females don't have on their resume. MVP as a rookie. Rookie of the year and MVP. Only time I remember something like that was baseball with your boy Ichiro was a MVP and rookie of the year. You hear me?
Crazy.
To me, brother, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Because, they always make you pay your dues and you got all the people that's coming before you and everything else. So if you rookie of the year and MVP, man, you had to really put it
You was
down.
out there clowning.
Yeah, you was out there boss hogging people. You hear me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, shout out to her, man. I was really surprised with a 16-year career that she only had 7 All-Star appearances. But a lot of that's injury. You hear me?
Yeah, she got injured a couple of times.
But I was like, man, she has won a slam dunk championship in a McDonald All-American game, been a McDonald All-American, multiple All-Stars, you hear me?
Yeah.
Won a championship with every team that she was on, Las Vegas, Chicago, L.A. She's LeBron James of women's basketball. You hear me? Uh-oh. They finna start hating on you, Candace. You better watch out.
She a ball LeBron out, bro. What is you talking about?
Hey, I said she hold that title, man. I think about Friday and all that. I say, Miss Parker, you hear me? I was like, nah, when you think about Miss Parker on today's time, buddy, it's Miss Candace Parker. You hear me? I say, hey, what you think her legacy is? A lot of people say that they think she the GOAT as far as women's basketball. I'm a Maya Moore fan. But,
Yeah, I'm a Maya Moore fan.
Diana Taurasi, but she's
Taurasi.
definitely top 5.
Sue Bird.
And like we say, to me, once you get in 5 or 10, bro, it's just a matter of
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Who you done saw? How can you, like the guy arguing me up and down about LeBron can't be in the GOAT conversation because he don't have the accolades. You hear me? Oh, and we're going to get into that in a little bit.
Right.
You hear me? Man, I'm just so tired of that discussion. Look, and today they tried to post on the site. They say, let's get off the Jordan and LeBron for a minute. Which one had more fundamentals, Tim Duncan or Elijah Wan? And everybody's like, that's a good one. You heard me?
Yeah.
And I was like, not really. I know a lot more better ones that you could come with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just so glad y'all finally stopped talking about LeBron.
Right.
You hear me? Man, they got to talk about why he wear 23 and he's so menacing and all this whole other stuff. You hear me? I'm like, are y'all blind? It's another dude that wear 23 that's way more menacing than LeBron James.
Yeah.
His name is Draymond Green.
Yeah.
I said, why y'all don't scream his name? Oh, because he don't make enough money to matter, and he do punch people in the face.
Right.
My bad. So I guess y'all don't want no
He
smoke.
might catch you. Slipping.
Yeah, I don't want no smoke with Draymond Green. Oh, and my bad, man. I'm forgetting to pay dues, brother, before we go any further. As always, this episode of the Mikey Justice Show is brought to you by number 45 and the McAfrican Burger. Try my little African burger. It's delicious. It comes with black Angus steak, green lettuce, and red ketchup. The McAfrican is delicious.
Watch me bite it. Nobody's ever been a burger like me.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I asked people in the GOAT debate, man. I said, so y'all mad because he self-proclaimed himself the GOAT or whatever? So basically you mad because he believes in himself and has confidence in himself? Why don't anybody get mad when 45 say everything he did was the greatest? My 4 years is the greatest. I'm the greatest president. Still with the bad rhetoric too, man.
Yeah.
If he don't get in the office and all this whole other
Yeah.
stuff,
It's
that
gonna
it's gonna
be
be
a
it's gonna be a
bloodbath.
bloodbath. That ain't got nothing to do with killing people. Something about the automotive industry. You hear me?
Yeah, it's all economics, man.
So y'all better buy a car now because if he don't get to be president, the car
gonna be
dealerships
bloodbath.
is going to turn it into a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Sure. Like my boy 45 say, fake news. That's fake news, y'all. Keep it pushing. Who else did I have on the Mike Justice? Oh man, your boy Michael Penix Jr. Man, he ended up going with the 8th overall pick without all those quarterbacks. I mean, that's a nice pick to me, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you got J.J. Hardy, you got Jaden Daniels or whoever, you got Caleb Williams,
Yep.
you got Bo.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Yeah, you had all those quarterbacks. You hear me? Then you throw in the Marvin Harrison Jr. That's 5-6 picks right there.
Yeah.
You hear me? Knowing that how football go, you usually take who you need. So with him, losing that championship game the way they did, him falling down in that Heisman vote or whatever, I was glad that a team still appreciated how talented that young man is.
Yeah.
I think that's a great pick. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's one of them picks that I like when I play Madden.
Right.
You hear me? You know when you put him in there, he finna be the cheat code to do something special. You hear
Right.
me?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you see Reggie Bush on 07, but with the word rookie under his name.
Rookie.
You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, that's about all that I got this week, man, as far as people that I want to shout out on Candace Park and everybody, man. But yeah, you know, you been checking out the playoffs, man?
As much as I could, man. I know I missed that game that the Lakers won, but I did see Jamal Murray going nuts.
Oh yeah, for the second game winner, man. I just you know, I brought it up because I want to give them some shine, man. You know, the Lakers were up against the defending champions. They had a way better team to me. You heard me?
Yeah.
And even though they went out in 5 games, man, it was great basketball. And after I got to thinking about it, I was like, out of all of those games, you know, OKC and all of those, everybody was sitting back waiting on them Lakers games. So you want to see LeBron. You're lying. You didn't say anything else, man. You know, even with them losing, it was always games that came right down to the wire. You hear me?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, younger teams, you be like, man, they just haven't learned how to win yet. They're not experienced enough to beat those kind of teams. I think that Lakers definitely know how to win those kind of games. But when you outmatch, sometimes you just outmatch. Yeah,
I think Jamal Murray is a difference maker, man, because you look at that Denver team, when they was getting put out of the playoffs, the only difference is
he wasn't there. He was
there.
injured.
Yeah, he was
you
hurt.
see when they had the play-in tournament, when he had the 50, man, remember he bust out crying and everything.
Yeah.
He said, I just love it, man. I got so much passion. You know, I don't want to go home. I just want to just do it. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know, like you were saying, man, you made a great point when they was talking about the fake championship because LeBron them only won the end season or the half a season championship.
the bubble
You was like,
championship.
yeah, but everybody that was in the league wanted that half a championship that year.
sure.
And like I said, what's the difference between 50 games and 80? You hear me?
Right.
So what are you saying? They didn't have enough time for their little team to gel or they would have been better? Y'all played the same amount of games. It ain't like they played 40 or 50 and y'all played 80.
Right.
So what's your excuse? Y'all was exhausted. You were tired. And like I told people, I said they didn't shorten the playoffs. You still had to win 4 games, 4 out of 7. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
Everybody had the same advantage.
Yeah, everybody
So-
wanted it.
So what's all the extra about, man?
Yeah.
Just another way of discrediting my man.
That's it.
Okay, well, we're going to get into that in a little bit. You hear me? Moving on, man. Like I said, man, that food truck is popping. Finally got it up where it's mobile. You hear me? You know, y'all know that the stuff on there is still working. I'm able to cook even though it wasn't running. I still had plenty of business. But at the same time, it's a food truck. So I guess being mobile is the whole reason. You know, when you have just posted up spots that people come to eat, those are called restaurant. You know, when you have a food truck, you're supposed to keep it pushing and keep it moving. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
My followers discount, man. You know, I'm trying to get them numbers up, y'all, because the food is just a small portion of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm an advocate, I'm an activist, I'm a father, I'm a citizen, I'm a man. So what go on the daily and go on in this country, it don't matter to some, but it matter to me. You hear me? So, you know, I always try to do what I can to, like, you know, make my life better and the people around me life better. And that's what's the whole purpose of this show. I'm hoping that people see a man trying to do good, spread love, show love, and for that reason, y'all support me and decide to rock with me. You hear me? Hopefully that at the end of the day, me wanting us to be treated like all equal and all, you know, be individuals. I hope at the end of the day, me wanting to push that, the color of my skin won't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to say it, but that's the point. I hope that, you know, none of the personal take away from who I am and what I'm trying to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are, black, white, purple, green. Like I said, you know, if you support me, I support you. Loyalty go all the way around the board, brother. So with that being said, you know, like I said, followers discount, man. I was like, I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich, so on some days I will give buy one, get one free on breakfast, but it's going to change a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some days it's going to be like if you order a breakfast, I might just throw you a free stack of pancakes. You know, I just started getting my chili dogs together. Steve ordered a fish plate. I gave him a giant chili dog for free.
Right.
That's like a $7 or $10 plate that I sell. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of love that I'm talking about showing. Stuff like that. If you show love to me, if you can prove to me that you follow me or you subscribe to my YouTube channel or you follow me on Facebook, if you come down and you prove it to me, I might give you $2, $5 off a meal. If you order breakfast, you might get some free pancakes with it. free order of French toast, but it's gonna be some type of love, y'all.
Hey, whatever you get, it's worth it.
Oh, they know, man.
I tell you about them pants.
Ooh, they getting even better. Hey, bro,
Yeah,
I'm waiting till they try my breakfast, man. You know, that's my calling card, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I say it's an art to it, and a certain way that you got to make that batter. I done took a little bit of everything that I seen. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
By putting certain ingredients and little things in there. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know, little secret ingredients, man. Like sometimes, you know, when you make your chili or something that got tomatoes in it, that little bit of sprinkling a little cinnamon in there to take some of that acidity out of those tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that, you know, when you're making your sandwich, seasoning your tomato or something like that, you know, little things, seasoning in layers, man, all that stuff make it better. And I'm one of those kind of people, man, that all of my wings are individually sauced. All of my fish is individually cooked. You hear me?
Yeah.
If I got time, bro, I will cook it piece by piece. You hear me? But I try to put love into everything I do, bro. And my results have been showing that. I've been doing great. Been getting a whole lot of followers. So I want this train to keep moving, y'all. I don't want nothing to stop. You know, keep supporting, keep showing that love, and I'm gonna keep showing it back.
Yes, sir.
If you follow me, like I said, and you able to prove it, then I'm gonna take care of you, y'all. And with that being said, this is my Friday. After we do this show,
Yeah.
I usually get a chance to unwind because me and my man don't work on content again till Monday. So this always like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
the cap to the week. We finally, every other day, we back to back to back. If we ain't cooking on the truck, we making content, we making videos. Then we calling senators, and we calling the mayor, and we're calling Secretary of State office, and we're trying to get stuff done. You hear me?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be out here virtual signaling. I got accused
Right.
of that before. I told you I'm a dinosaur, bro. I didn't even know what that meant. You hear me?
Yeah.
Virtual
I
signaling.
had to look it up too.
Virtual signaling. And I was like, man, I go to the street, the Urban Dictionary. I don't want the old cute dressed up Google version of it. I want to know if I'm getting clowned on, that I'm getting clowned on.
Right.
Because I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like is a person that always tries to flaunt their social consciousness and awareness. You hear me? But never takes action. You hear me?
Yeah.
You can call me what you want, but you can't lie on me. I don't play that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I take plenty of action, bro.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? And I wish I had more time so
we
I could
got
take
the
even
receipts.
more. Oh, we got the receipt, and we showed the receipt. And if they stick with us, like we said, we don't do all of that on the first of the month show because we just try to, give y'all a chance to talk, open that line up. I do 3 out of 5. And y'all saw that on the promo. What that basically is you get to call in. I show love back. I ask 5 questions. Sometimes they pertain to current events, stuff that's trending, or it might be something that you saw in the show. But the way that we do it is if you answer 3 out of 5, you get $50.
Yeah.
And if you get all 5 right, we double it and we make it 100.
$100.
And like they say, it's always a catch. So here's the catch. You have to either be subscribed to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and have Cash App. So we'll be able to send you the money. That's it. You got to have Cash App, follow me on Facebook, or subscribe to me on YouTube. And we done showed plenty of time. And you have to claim the money on the show. You don't have to give your name, but make sure you got the receipt. So these people know that it's real money and we gave it to them. And when people don't call in, what I usually do is either me or Phil, we play 3 out of 5 with each other, and we go back and forth. One week he donates the $50 to the pot. The next week I donate the $50 to the pot. We up to around like $750 if I last check. Once we get up to 1,000, we're going to start trying to take kids to the dentist. My mission for the whole year is to take 100 kids to the dentist.
Yes, sir.
Reason being is, like I said, now that we have the affordable health care or Obamacare or whatever they call it, I thought it was a great thing because people like even myself got a chance to go to the doctor. You hear me?
Yeah.
As long as you feeling fine, you make yourself think that you are fine.
Right.
And when we ready to turn up, get tramp stamps, tattoos, Nike slides, paying for some insurance that we don't use all the time don't become priority.
Right.
It's like car insurance.
Yeah.
Your doctor's appointment like every 3 to 6 months. So some people just can't get it in their mind to pay for
to be
something.
Paying for that, and I ain't using
And they're not using it. You know what I'm saying? But when it became affordable, the Affordable Care Act, it made it accessible to a lot more people.
Right.
I honestly hear a whole lot of people that I never heard mention that they were going to the doctor now going. So I felt like, well, they had the doctor part of it down. What about the dentist part? And if you watch my show, anybody, like last year, I suffered a bad infection because I got my tooth pulled, and they didn't even give me no antibiotics. You hear me?
Yeah.
And that was me being dumb to the situation. People was like, there's no way you should ever get your tooth pulled and leave out of there without them giving you some type of pain medicine, antibiotics, something that's going to help
take care of
that
you.
to heal, to make that heal and give you some type of comfort. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that to me, the dentist portion of it is a little bit harder than just the doctor part. So that's why I tried to focus on that part of it. You know, now that we got people that's putting all the Affordable Care Act into play and got kids and people going to the doctor, then I felt like, you know, then my mission would be just to help them get to the dentist.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with that, y'all. I do fundraisers and give away food really cheap on those days so I can put money in the pot. We play 3 out of 5. Sometimes people be like, I got money. It's about just support. I don't really need the money. So what I ask those people to do is just either donate it to the kids going to the dentist or a charity of your choice.
Yep.
Either way. What I got? Oh, okay. After this, after I did my food truck followers, I wanted to get off into am I a Democrat or a Republican, brother? I've been asking that.
Democrat
Y'all
or
seen that?
Republican?
Yeah, you saw that on my promo, man.
Yeah.
And the reason I've been asking that because November not that far away. That election is slowly creeping up on us. You hear me?
Yep.
And I've been just, man, not trying to be funny, bro. When you have a party, the face of it says, well, he don't campaign for all different reasons because he's distracted. He got other legal stuff going on. You hear me?
Right.
But I can honestly say that I follow his political point of view or agenda enough to really know what he stands for.
Right.
And the good thing about it, I watched the NBC Nightly News the other night. You know, Lester Holt. They finally did where I don't know whether it was him or just the Republican Party itself, but they finally addressed like what the purpose behind the Republican Party and what they would be trying to shoot for if they got in office.
Right.
And they said that Trump would try to block off the border. He said he would use National Guard, military force, or whatever he had to do to keep all those illegal immigrants out of here. I feel like it's no different than you having to have a real ID in Missouri and everything else. Those citizens should, if they here for the right reason and not here to cause trouble, then they should be accounted for and should have to identify themselves, just like us. You hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know how you really do that because you done let so many people come over here, and it's supposed to be this type of country, a free place. But I know it got to be a limit to everything because if you just got over here gung ho and able to do whatever you wanted, everybody and their mama will be over here, and that's Donald Trump whole thing. You hear me? They love him because out of all the people, he's the only one that's acting like I'm firm enough to stand up to this kind of stuff. Y'all scared to say something to these foreigners because they're gonna blow up buildings, shoot up stuff, and everything else. You hear me? That's why they don't mind the him being real firm and tough because they think that's what you need. Obama was a little bit too lenient, and a few other reasons why they
Right.
act like they didn't like him too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's a matter of personal opinion. But yeah, and then on top of that, he said that he would make the decision as far as abortion be up to the people who run that state. You know what I'm saying? That's okay because if that's true and they in it to win it and it's about the vote, then it should go the way the people want. You know me. If you've been watching this show, it's been garbage to me, and it ain't made sense from the beginning. Because I remember not too long ago, we just had the Me Too movement.
Right.
And some very prominent people went down because of that movement.
Yeah.
You hear me? So if you have a movement that's designed to protect the integrity of a woman, you know what I'm saying? So they can feel, like they have a position, respected, and everything else. How can you ban something like Roe versus Wade? And I understand your whole stance about if you opened your legs to make one, this and that, but there are certain stipulations, man.
Yeah.
When you have been raped, been a victim of incest and all that, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the whole mission is to protect the woman, if you saying that you're not allowed to get an abortion after you've been raped and everything else and violated, been a victim of crimes and all that, then to me, you can't honestly say that your movement is designed to protect women because it's not.
Yeah. That's
I
I
think
think personal
politic
responsibility is one thing, man, but you can't just put that blanket statement out there and make a woman have a baby she don't want to have.
Brother, I think that being popular, want to be validated and accepted by everybody is the reason why some people roll with those kind of decisions. I think social media plays a part in it. What you think about it?
Definitely. And
I don't know how
it's not
big of a
just to
part.
blame social media.
Right. I didn't say, how I say that pie. It's
Yeah.
a small little wedge of it.
Yeah,
I didn't
there
say
you
it
go.
was a whole lot, But I still think that, you know, the being accepted, validated, man, and not want to step on no toes, I still think that social media plays a small part in it.
It does.
The way people think now.
Yeah. Because, you know, everybody want to be accepted.
Everybody want to be perfect.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, whether it's on social media or whether it was in the schoolyard or, you know, peer pressure, whatever, it's just the same thing in a, you know, different package.
Yeah. That's what's up. Put the number up on the screen, man. You know, when we play 3 out of 5, you know, like we said, if anybody want to call in and take that challenge, you know, it's gonna be fun tonight and real easy, man. I a lot of times I do go a little bit hard on them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's just like Wheel of Fortune, man. We ain't here just to get no money. You gonna solve a puzzle or something. You gonna make it a little bit difficult for you. I ain't balling like that, you know.
Right.
If y'all want me to start giving billions of dollars, then support. And if I get billions of followers, then we start giving away millions of dollars because we have it like that. But,
Right.
hey, you know, we small change, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? But all of y'all that I seen at 12 o'clock lined up at the bank, because I was telling my people, I said, I was like, are they turning into a club up here or something, man? What is all the cars up here for? And then I thought maybe the pumps or the ATMs weren't working and that's just their way of blocking them off. But once I seen people getting out the car and paid attention to the crowd and looked around and seen what it is,
Yeah.
I said, that don't make no sense. I'm a dangerous man with some
Yeah.
money. Bro,
Soon as it
do
drop.
you know, and then it don't even drop sometimes. Some people don't be on there till like 6 or you know how the banking hours go. Some people drop right at 12, but come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I told you, we have disabled people in my family. Everybody does, so don't get it twisted. I know about direct deposits and getting SSI checks and other things of that nature.
Right.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Sometimes it drop right at 12. Sometimes it don't. It's 2 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. Sometimes it determines of what day the holiday fall on. You know what I'm saying? And all kind of stuff. It has to catch up. But those people, just you know, they milk it so much. That's why they run out of money. So they in line, bro, to make sure they can be one of the first people to get at the ATM. So I was thinking that some of those people, they stuff might not drop to 2, 4, 6 in the morning, bro. It was 11 o'clock and the line was from A-Hole to Appetite where everything's filled with people. And I'm thinking like me, because at first I sat in the line, then I turned around and I went to the crib. I was like, I got a debit card, I got this, I got that. The money is coming direct deposit. You hear me?
Yeah.
So I ain't got to trip off no money. You hear me? Then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, everybody in the line, money is direct deposit.
Right. Well, you know how some people try to do it, man. They try to hurry up and snatch it up out of there.
Before somebody else,
Yeah.
all those automatic payments. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, why those people got to do all that? Why they can't use their debit card or credit card the same way I'm getting ready to do? Then I got to thinking about it because the dope man don't take nothing but cash money. You hear
Yeah.
me? Dope man
Cash
don't take
money.
food stamps. I was finna say he don't take 3 forms of payment, but some of them do.
Yep.
and if y'all don't know, you know, in this world, I like to say that it's 3 forms of payment.
Yes, sir.
Whether it be male or female, like OPP, you know what I'm saying? You got paper, plastic, and the last P. Well, that's not that simple. Bro. No, it's very simple. Y'all know what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, man. So that's pretty much what they said as far as the Republican point of view. You know, the immigrants, and they talked about you know, their stance on the abortion. Didn't hear too much or get nobody to really call me that wanted to give that Democratic point of view. I had you to try to see if you could do any research, man. Did you get anything as far as what the Democrat agenda is and what they're going to be pushing for in this election?
Man, the Democrats more about civil liberties. So, you know, abortion rights across the board. You know,
my whole thing always be like they always push that that their whole agenda is to help and support the middle class. Is that what they is that it?
yeah, sometimes
A little bit.
Yeah, so they want to have like the broadest appeal. So a lot of times they'll couch their policies in like it protects the middle class or this or that. But it's, you know, they try to have a broad appeal for everybody.
And the reason I asked, man, because I expressed several times on the show that when I talk to people, they would say the opposite. What I would say that I always voted Democrat because, you know, when I tried to, you know, I'm about everybody being treated equal. I didn't say everybody has equal money and equal status.
Yeah.
But I have the right to treat everybody like a human being and give them respect. That has nothing to do with skin color, class system, or none of that stuff. So when I used to hear them push their agenda and what they stood for, I would go that way because they would always seem like they were more for more people. And to me, like Republican, like regardless if they said it, you know, it always seemed catered to a certain group of people. The people that couldn't be touched wasn't going to be touched, and everybody else just kind of fall in how it fall. But if that's not true, I gave everybody the opportunity to call in and tell me something different. You hear me? That's why I did this segment, because I am honestly torn, bro. And hopefully I'll run it again. We got to November, and hopefully somebody call in and try to shed a little light on it and give us
got a different perspective.
Yeah,
call in
man,
and
because
I'm on
I
the
don't
screen.
get it. And like I said, how can you blame people for not getting it when people don't campaign?
Yeah.
You know, I can make a meal saying nothing on the track. I can make a meal saying, oh, speaking of meals, try my little African burger. It's the first of the month. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Another thing I wanted to ask you, man, before we take a little break and get off into this LeBron James and MJ GOAT debate,
All
man.
right.
Why did they hate great, man? Why did they hate great? And I'm talking about whether you Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Caitlin Clark, I don't care your skin color, man. Why do they hate when you're great? Is it envy? Is it jealousy? What is it?
I think it's all of that. You know, people.
Do you think they really have a dislike for these people the way that they try to act like? Because they don't know them, do they?
Yeah. It's more about how they feel about themselves and how them people make them feel about themselves.
So basically, once again, social media has a small slice of that pie.
Yeah.
I tell my people, I say, I don't really care what it is no more. Whether it's you posting pictures of food, you doing a show, a podcast, you making music, it's a popularity contest. If they don't like you, they don't like your product. Yeah. And I don't care what it is. Whether you pitching politics,
whatever.
Yeah, thank you. Because I was about to go all sexy red St. Louis with the discharge on that one. I don't care if you're pushing politics or selling. Hey, like the commercial say, from a pitch to me. Yeah, man. Right. Pop that kid. Yeah, man. I was just going down a list of people, man, and I was like, man, Floyd Mayweather and all the other people. You hear me? I had people in the debate in the chat room was like, well, Ali and MJ didn't go through that kind of stuff, and people just accepted them as the greats and all that. I was like, I don't want to hear it. Because they used to diss the hell out of Kobe Bryant. Yep. Like I said, that man had to lose his life for them to stop hating on him. Yep. I was like, I remember when...
He was a ball hog. He shot too much. He was a crybaby.
I remember when Michael Jordan had gambling problems. He was cheating on his wife and all that. I remember a lot of people, when his father got killed, was still on the same stuff. Yep. You hear me? Knocked him down a notch. That he got what he deserved. You know, like we say, keep that same energy. Don't switch it up. We heard it. We know what y'all be on. You hear me? All the LeBron hate. Like I said, when they get past all that and start going to his wife and his kid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not nothing to do with basketball, man. That's hate. Yeah. When you start talking about Caitlin Clark is a man, that's nothing to do with basketball. Yeah. That's hate.
That's hate. Period.
So why do they hate the great, man? Other than just envy, jealousy, and wanting their spot?
That's it.
Okay, well then that's it. It ain't say don't make it no more, no less than what it got to be, man.
Yeah,
you hear me?
That is it. That is all.
You hate me because you ain't me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it. My man has called it down. Before we go into this whole GOAT debate, man, we're going to take a quick 2 minutes for y'all. If you got to run to the bathroom, I know a lot of my audience is about my age, so you're like one notch from the pen. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to go and get your mind right. Like Wendy say, grab a snack. Come on back, y'all. We got that GOAT debate when we come back, so y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, check out the Mikey Justice Show live this Wednesday from 7:30 to 8:30 Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. Yep, it's the first of the month. And if you watch my show, you know on the first of the month, we turn up. Election coming up. What should I vote? Should I vote Democrat or Republican? You call in and you tell me. Just keep it clean and respectable. We also going to tackle the GOAT debate. Who is your GOAT, MJ or LeBron? Yep. So check me out, the Mikey Justice Show, live this Wednesday night, 7:30 to 8:30 Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. It's the first of the month. You don't want to miss it. Do 3 out of 5. All right, we back, y'all. Time for the biggest conversation that I've seen over the internet in the past month or two. The most important thing that's going on in America, and I know what y'all thinking. Got to be the old Hamas or Israel war, the border, the immigrants, this election that's coming up. But nope, the most important thing that's popping right now on the internet is who's the GOAT? LBJ, old King LeBron James himself, or his earnest, Mr. Michael Jordan. People on the internet say if you think that LeBron James can hold a candle to Michael Jordan, you have to be out your rabbit a mind.
All right.
So me and Phil did a little research, and I had a lot of people say he don't have the accolades or the awards to be considered or even mentioned in that old GOAT debate. I had people online like, I don't even know why they would mention these two people's name at the same time. I was like, I do. They both play basketball. They play it good. They mean. You want me to give you some more things they got in common? I've seen why they, you know. And then I had somebody, man, that told me that I was stretching because I said that either Russell or Kareem could easily be the GOAT too. They tried to tell me that Kareem can't be either because he don't have the accolades. I'm like, you better put some respect on that man name. Don't he got like 6 MVPs, bro? Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, that's more than LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Yeah. He won championships every year at UCLA and won like 5 or 6, and with multiple teams, with Milwaukee, with the Lakers. Every team he was on, he won championships. Yeah. Several MVPs. What? 18-time All-Star, what, about 15 or 20-time first-team All-NBA.
Yeah,
what?
All-time scoring title.
All-time scoring title for about 30 or 40 years. Kareem Abdul, the most unstoppable shot, the sky hook, most signature move ever in basketball. He's not your GOAT. Once again, your skirt's showing. You are a hater. Sorry. Now I'm going to see if my nachos or omelet look good enough to keep it 100. If you say these guys, or it's such a stretch to consider one of them your great, I said, well, what about Bill Russell? What about Wilt Chamberlain? Well, the argument with Bill Russell is that it was only 8 teams back then and this and that. I said, he don't control how many teams it is. And every last one of those 8 teams, just like you said, had the same advantage. It was all shooting for the same thing. Sure. So if he dominated those 8 teams, then he just dominated those 8 teams. It is what it is. But back to the whole, it can't be LeBron James because he doesn't have any accolades to match Michael Jordan. So my man is going to give y'all a little breakdown. Who you want to do first?
Let's see. Well, we can do both of them.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's a little hard sometimes for people to see. So kind of give them a rundown of you start with whoever you want to, man, and run down their accolades and I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna tell you what I think when you get done.
All right. Well, according to the Basketball Reference page, we got let's go with Michael Jordan. He's a Hall of Famer. He's also 14-time All-Star.
Yes, sir.
3-time Steals champ.
Okay.
11-time All-NBA.
Okay.
He was the rookie of the year, his
All
rookie
right.
season, of course.
He has the highest point per game average too, right?
I think
Ain't 30
so,
points a game the highest
30,
MVP?
30 points a game,
Yeah, or maybe for a career.
Maybe
I know
the
he
highest,
way up there,
highest
yeah.
career average, yeah.
Okay.
I think he does. 5-time MVP. He was of course the 75th anniversary team.
6-time Finals MVP, right?
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah.
No losses in the final.
10-time scoring champ.
10-time scoring champ.
Yep. The all rookie team, he made that. 9-time all defensive team. And 87-88 defensive player of the year.
Woo-wee. Hell of a resume.
Yeah, that's a
I just don't like the
resume.
crapping on LeBron because, being honest, man, I never seen nobody play with a flair or grace like Michael Jordan. Michael
Yeah.
Jordan is the greatest player, most effective, but I just hate that people act like it's such a stretch to say LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people that watch basketball now weren't even born when Michael Jordan was playing. So if they say that LeBron is the best that they saw,
Right.
like I said, man, we live in St. Louis. It's all about the Cardinals. You hear me?
Yeah.
Let people that's 60 and 70 tell it. It's all about Stan Musial. People that's our age, 40 and under,
Yeah.
Albert Pujols.
Yeah. Push your.
That's what we saw. You hear me?
Yep.
I didn't see Enos Hornsby or whoever, Edith Slaughter. I saw Ozzie Smith.
Yeah.
I didn't see Gary Templeton. I saw Ozzie Smith.
So.
So that's my great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then all of that, like I said, about all of them other people not having a stain on their name, that's garbage. Because like I said, when Ali first opposed going to the war, they crapped on him.
Yeah.
And until people understood his point of view and his personality, they thought he was just as arrogant and all the other stuff. So, man, it's just a matter of opinion. You hear me?
Yeah.
But read your boy LeBron some of his accolades for all the haters who claim that he doesn't have any accolades. He just flops and how could you possibly mention LeBron in any breath when you mentioning basketball?
Well, all right. LeBron is a 20-time All-Star.
Yes, sir.
He is 20 assist champion. He's 19-time All-NBA. 03-04 Rookie of the Year. 6-time All-Defensive. 4-time Finals MVP. 23-24 was an in-season tournament MVP. 07-08 scoring champion. 4-time NBA championship. All rookie team 03-04.
Rookie of the year.
3-time All-Star MVP. 4-time league MVP. And a member of the 75th anniversary team.
And both of them are Olympic gold medalists as well.
Yeah.
I think both of them have a hell of a resume, and I think this GOAT debate hasn't been squashed yet. Well, maybe it have, man. Like I said, man, I'm not afraid to say, man, Kobe Bryant is my favorite player.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is the most athletic player I ever seen, and Jordan is the most efficient. So, yeah, I mean, I guess for that reason, Michael Jordan might win the argument, but it's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
But, you know,
what you like?
all of that was just to give my boy some shine. They always try to act like dude don't have no accolades.
Yeah, like he ain't never done nothing.
Come on, man. if y'all heard that list, that dude has done plenty.
Yeah.
So once again, we'll open that discussion up maybe next week. Maybe somebody might want to call. But yeah, just had to give some shine to the most important thing that's going on in America right now. Who's to go, MJ or LeBron? Honestly, I think a lot of people could give a rat's. But anyway, you still got my man Don Bo on the line?
Yeah, Don Bo.
Don Bo was
on the
calling
line.
in. One of my friends of the show, always been supporting. Have some fun with me today, Mr. Don Bo. I got an easy one for you.
He said, "Give him fire." Here we come, Don Bo.
3 out of 5, my brother. This whole show, man, I told you I've been Don Bo, can you hear me?
He's coming in. 5, 4, 3, 2. There, he should be there.
Yes, sir. You're live on the Mikey Justice Show. Don Bo, are you with me? Oh, we good, man. How about yourself? Yes, sir. Well, the thing about that, my brother, I will definitely give it to you if you have something that you want to add to the show. But the thing about it is, they only giving us so much time, so we would have to record you off the cuff, my brother. So you want to play 3 out of 5, or you want me to give you 5? Okay, well then he will catch you, and we will definitely get you your 5 once we get off this air, my brother. And we will definitely run it next week on the show, and you will have your whole 5. I still can't hear him too good, my brother. Yeah, my Bluetooth is on. Yeah, that's what I don't know what's going on, man. I can't really hear you. That's why I said I want to make sure that people are able to hear you, man. So just stand by, and then we'll call you right back, and we'll give you 5. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Stand by, my brother. Call us right. We're going to call you in a minute. We having some type of technical difficulty. I can't hear anything.
We having some technical difficulty, man. So we gonna fix this thing.
I can't hear anything you saying, brother, to even chime in with you.
Call you right back.
Yes, sir. Stand by for a minute, Donbo. We got you. With that being said, my brother, I want to make sure he get his whole 5 and people able to hear him. Because every week they saying that they can't hear him, and honestly, I can't hear him either. You hear me? So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a shortage or something that we're not doing right. But we'll get back with him, and we'll record him and show his 5 minutes next week. Because I want him to get his whole 5 minutes. You hear me? I don't know if we're allowed to go over, so I won't even push it. We'll just give him his 5 minutes. Right. And with that being said, y'all, we're going to drop the round that go down. My man's favorite segment before we get on out of here, just to lighten it up a little bit. First of the month, one of my favorite segments. So before we get out of here, y'all, here go the round that go down this week for y'all. Roll it.
Coming in hot.
Antonio Barrera has staying power. If you take a look at his fight against Kennedy McKinney in '96, voted one of the fights of 1990, took a sustained beating from Kennedy McKinney before turning down the rugged challenger.
Right there, Morales throws a couple of jabs with a good left that landed partially blocked, but it did connect. There's a good right hand that landed on the back. Morales using his jab, Barrera trying to wait. He's jabbing himself. Morales moving, sticking his jab out. There, he stays there without throwing a punch, and he got connected with a good right uppercut by Barrera.
And now there seems to be some blood over the nose of Morales, and he eats a good right hand.
But right there, Morales wants to have an exchange right there.
Heavy exchange on the ropes. Morales working well, fighting off the ropes.
The only bad thing about Morales is that he's dropping his hands and he's throwing wild. He's connecting some good shots, but at the same time he's being connected. Right there, he sticks a good left jab.
Oh, good right hand by Barrera.
There's a good uppercut, a good right uppercut. Right there, he shouldn't have stopped. He should have stepped again and with another right. It seems like it might be some blood coming out of Barrera's nose too. No, I'm wrong.
Heavy exchange as Morales coming on.
See the little side steps. You see, if you stay there in front of Barrera, he's going to beat you up. But if you use side steps, you'll hurt Barrera.
Morales coming on. Barrera shaking for the first time.
Good overhands right. But you see, there's another good right hand. Another good right hand. You see, Morales is sidestepping, so he's not giving any opportunity for Barrera to connect any shots. Because Barrera, what he's looking for is for somebody to stay right in front of him that way he connect those uppercuts. Good uppercut by Barrera.
Here comes Morales.
Morales he has Barrera pretty stumbled, pretty dazed a little.
Big right hand by Barrera. Hurts Morales. Barrera coming on strong.
He's connecting with good solid shots. Morales doesn't look like he's hurt. But there we go again. We're going to see which one has a stronger jaw.
This is a battle of attrition. Who is going to outlast each other? Champion versus champion.
And both of them fighting like champions.
Swinging from the heels. Half a minute to go, round number 5. How long can they last?
It seems like both of them got tired during all that pressure and all that fighting that they were doing. They were swinging away. There, he swings and both of these fighters, they know that they're in there for a war tonight. They've been connected with good, very good shots. It looked like they kind of wore down a little bit. Morales is moving. There comes a couple of shots that were thrown by Morales that missed. There's another shot. That's the...
Well, an early candidate for round of the year.
All right, we back live. Ooh, we got 3 words for you: rock'em, sock'em, robot. Ooh, we like the late great Mills Lane say, "Let's get it on."
Right.
And if you don't like that, you don't like championship boxing. Hey, for my man's Field, this your boy Mikey Justice. That been my time. Appreciate y'all for joining me, and I'll see you in 7. Peace.